KSMO Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. A lot of people have been waiting for this. Michael Cohen is expected to take the stand today in Donald Trump's hush money trial. The AP's Eric Tucker is in New York.
He is Donald Trump's former lawyer and personal fixer, and he matters here because he made a $130,000 payment to porn actor Stormy Daniels during the 2016 presidential campaign to buy her silence about an extramarital sexual encounter that she says she had with Trump a decade earlier. Cohen was then reimbursed by Trump, and this is where prosecutors say the crime occurred.
There's another high-profile trial today.
Jury selection begins today in Manhattan in the corruption trial of New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez. The 70-year-old Democrat has pled not guilty to multiple charges of bribery, extortion, fraud, and obstruction of justice. He's accused of accepting bribes to use his influence to aid 3 New Jersey businessmen and of taking actions to benefit the foreign governments of Egypt and Qatar. Fred Davies and Will Hanna will also stand trial, while businessman Jose Uribe pled guilty several weeks ago to giving the senator's wife a Mercedes-Benz and money to get the senator's help. Court papers indicate that the senator's attorneys plan to argue that his wife Nadine Menendez, who is also charged, kept him in the dark about some of what occurred. The trial for Menendez's wife has been pushed back until at least July due to health reasons. I'm Jennifer King.
Comedian Jerry Seinfeld was the pro-Israel commencement speaker at Duke University in North Carolina yesterday. Dozens of graduates left their seats in protest. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is investigating Amazon's self-driving robo-taxi unit after 2 of its vehicles braked suddenly and were rear-ended by motorcyclists. They suffered minor injuries. A light plane with 3 people on board landed safely without landing gear working this morning in Australia. This is AP News. Now to how schools are spotting guns. The AP's Julie Walker with this story.
Schools across the U.S. are increasingly turning to artificial intelligence and video cameras to spot guns. Some states are considering multi-million-dollar grant programs for the technology, but many of those bills have been written with specific criteria, so only one software provider can qualify. That company, Zero Eyes, which was founded a few years ago by military veterans. The chair of the National Council of School Safety Directors says the technology is good, but he has concerns about state laws giving preference to providers of a specific security platform. Zero Eyes responds they're not paying legislators to write them into their bills. I'm Julie Walker.
The weekend's big movie, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
Say goodbye to wasting your hard-earned money and traveling long distances to get your MRI. This is Bobby Sullins, Radiology Director at Salem Memorial District Hospital. The hospital now has the newest technology in-house 5 days a week, and it's open bore, meaning you have ample room to get comfortable during your exam. If you have any questions, just give me a call at 729-6626. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
R&S Wood Products LLC in Bunker is a major large cut stock and lumber supplier in Missouri, producing pine and mixed hardwoods. They are family owned and operated and also own MWM Wood Products LLC in Salem that does cuts, cross ties, grade lumber, and blocking. R&S Wood Products LLC and MWM Wood Products LLC are buyers for standing timber and logs. Give us a call at 573-689-2850.
If you have hail damage on your vehicle and need an estimate, stop by and see Dent X Auto Hail Repair at 503 North MacArthur inside Wilson Collision Center here in Salem. Or call them at 573-729-3915. Dent X Auto Repair is licensed and insured.
Don't forget to stop by and see your friends at Country Mart today. You can save every single day. Like Family Pack Fresh Ground Beef, $3.88 a pound. Also, Highland Cottage Cheese, the 16-ounce container, get 2 for $5. And also saving the Tropicana OJ, big 52-ounce size, get 2 of them for $7. Stop on by and save when you shop today and every single day over at Country Mart. Highway 32, 72 East in Salem. They're here to help you save. Open 7 days a week. Our forecast does call for clouds to be with us this morning. The rain would start more likely late morning or early afternoon, and then continue off and on through the afternoon, through tonight, and into tomorrow morning. So off and on, not a steady rain for any long period of time. We will have that chance of showers come into play probably in the Salem area, somewhere between 11 and 12 is when we should start to see some rain, but the heavier rain will probably be in the afternoon. And so that system, again, pulling out of southwest Missouri up from Oklahoma and Arkansas, will be taking the I-44 corridor, as most of them do, and coming right up that way. So if you're going to be out and about today, if you're going to be heading toward the Springfield area, you're probably going to hit that rain a little earlier. If you're heading towards St. Louis, it'll be a little bit later, but more than likely you're going to see a little bit of rain today. Why do I say that? Chance of rain is 100%, so it looks like we're going to see a little bit of rain today no matter where we go. Winds will be out of south at 5 to 15 and gusting to 20 miles an hour. For tonight, a 70% chance of more rain all the way up to about midnight or so, and a low of 56 with southerly winds still at 5 to 10. For Tuesday, those winds will move around to the west-northwest, and then finally moving to the north by Tuesday night. We will have another 90% chance of getting more shower activity Tuesday morning. Most of that will be done by the early afternoon Tuesday, and we should have a high on Tuesday of about 70. Clouds Tuesday night will still be hanging around, but the rain should be done. And a low of 53 with northerly winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Sunshine on Wednesday, high of 76. Northerly breezes 5 to 10, partly cloudy Wednesday night, low 55. And then Thursday, a chance of showers, possibly some thunder showers in the afternoon. Cloudy and a high of 73, that chance of rain 70%. More rain Thursday evening and a low of 57. And Friday morning, a chance of some showers, but by the afternoon, we should see that rain move out, the sunshine move in, and a high of 77 with partly cloudy skies for graduation night and a low of 55. Currently at the KSMO studio, 61 degrees, 90% relative humidity. Pressure is steady right now, 29.82 inches. We have 6-mile-an-hour winds coming at us out of south-southeast here at KSMO with gray, cloudy skies. And that's a look at weather on Operation Weather Watch right here on KSMO. We're going to come right back. We got news on the way next. It's up right after this.
The Bank of Salem has an important notice for their drive-through customers. The drive-through hours will be as follows: Monday through Thursday from 7:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m., Friday 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and on Saturday 8 a.m. until noon. The Bank of Salem lobby hours will remain 8:30 a.m. until 3 at the main bank, and at the drive-in location 8:30 until 4:30, Monday through Friday. The ATM is available 24/7 at both locations. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hello, my name is Samantha Welch. I'm the new family nurse practitioner at SMDH Family Medicine. If your family is in need of a medical provider, I'm accepting new patients of all ages. Our clinic is located at Physicians Office Building 3 on the SMDH campus. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. Please call 729-8000 to set up an appointment. Salem Memorial Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
Turn your honey-do list into a honey I'm done list at 72 Auto and Supply in Bunker, where they have everything you need to tackle your next outdoor project, including rakes, shovels, blades, weed eaters, and so much more. Plus, 72 Auto and Supplies handles a full line of die-hard batteries for marine, automotive, lawn, and garden. If you haven't been to 72 Auto and Supply in Bunker, stop in today. You'll find everything from A to Z. 72 Auto and Supply sends a special congratulations out to Cody. They are proud of your hard work and excited to see what the future holds for you. Congratulations to all of the 2024 grads.
Here at KSMO Radio, 738, time for news. Local news brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio. My name is Stan Stevens, bringing it to you on AM 1340, FM 95.7, and streaming it online at ksmoradio.com, KSMO Stream YouTube, and KSMO Radio Stream Facebook as well. So you get a chance to check that out. You may do so. Remember, on our Facebook and YouTube, we do store those items. You can always go back and listen to them after the fact in case you miss a part of the news or civic happenings or weather that you want to hear later on. It's there, and you can go back and listen to it right here on KSMO YouTube or KSMO Stream Facebook page. All right, and right now let's get to that news. The Salem Public Library has been awarded a tech grant for $11,490, plus the Friends of the Library have donated $557. These funds will now be used to replace the computers, plus purchase licenses for Microsoft Office as well as Deep Freeze. The Denton County Fire Protection District Board met last Tuesday evening at the Denton County Firehouse. In the consent agenda, the financial report was reviewed, showing an ending balance of $223,829.17. Bills, payments, and statements were reviewed and approved, as was the budget. In the calendar review, the fire district attended Serendipity Thursday at the Upper Elementary School, had a class from William Lynch Elementary School to the firehouse on Friday, and they're expecting a new MS gear this Tuesday. Air Evac approached Chief Floyd to have September 28th set aside for Kids Safety Day at the department. In the April monthly reimbursement report, it showed the fire department responded to 23 calls for the month of April, with a total of 128 for the year. 17 of the calls in April were to fires, which represents 73.91% of the calls to the department. The department also responded to a smoke investigation, hazmat call, medical call, and to a traffic accident. 2 calls were listed as other. The 17 other calls were further broken down, representing 5 building fires, 5 forest or woodland fires, 3 brush or grass fires, and 2 off-road vehicle or heavy equipment fires, 1 outside trash or rubbish fire, and 1 passenger vehicle fire. In old business, the board heard the 2 bids received for lawn care and went with the bid from Mr. Lundy of $80. The other bid was from the shelter workshop. The board tabled any decision until the next meeting on the repair, sealing, and restriping of the parking lot, and the tower lease information is still on hold awaiting further information from the tower company. In new business, the board approved to allow President Craig Smith and Treasurer Dave Wells sign a lease purchase agreement from Town & Country Bank for the purchase of new SCBA equipment and a new truck for $281,642.58. The agreement was then signed. The review of the agenda format was discussed, and the board decided the calendar review could be removed from the consent agenda and covered in the chief's report. Nominations were then held, and after some discussion, a motion was made to choose nominations and hold the election of the board officers. Mike Godey was elected president, Dave Wells the secretary-treasurer and budget officer, and then Chief Dennis Floyd as custodian of records. Chief Floyd then gave his report to the board and noted that the new truck will have to have radios installed to be able to talk with other trucks and also other emergency agencies. That cost would be about $7,064.37 to add those new radios. This will go out for more bids, and Chief Floyd will check out other avenues of obtaining those radios. Floyd also said that the department will need some new tools for the new truck, and it is in his budget for the tools. The board agreed for him to go ahead with the small tool purchases, but to hold off on any large purchases. The board then voted to go into closed session to interview and approve Aaron Tilley as a new firefighter for the department. After returning to open session, the date for the next meeting was set for Tuesday, June 11th at the fire station, and that meeting will begin at 6 p.m. The mudbugs, they're coming back. The mudbugs spend time outdoors exploring the grounds, and if everything is done right, they're getting dirty. The activities last about an hour and a half. They'll target kids between the ages of 6 and 12 or so, but all ages are welcome for the mudbug festivities. They'll try their best to accommodate younger children as well. This Thursday, the cicadas are coming. Lots and lots of them. How are they different from the annual cicadas? The mudbugs will be catching some, and they'll find out. And they'll find, if they do find lots of shells, they'll do some crazy art with those shells. The Mud Bugs event will be followed by a campfire weenie roast. All the events will be held at the Bone Break Center from 2 to 3:30 on Thursday. A donation to the Bone Break Center of $2 per child is appreciated. They do ask that a parent or legal guardian accompany your children just in case of any emergency medical situation that should arise. Assistance with the kids from those who can move around the grounds would be greatly appreciated. For more information about the Mud Bugs, email Janet Price at moonshadowmomentsllc@gmail.com. That's moonshadowmomentsllc@gmail.com. And don't forget to check out the Mud Bugs on Facebook for the latest. City of Salem Utility Committee will be meeting Wednesday at 6:15 in the evening at the Salem Community Center at the Armory at 1200 West Toronto Road. At the meeting, the committee will hear about the utility billing and payments as well as changes in the office. The committee will hear about the Service Protection Program and be updated on the MMF PEP meeting held May 9th. The committee will also hear work reports from city employees before there's a draft budget presentation and rate discussion. Utility Committee meeting for Wednesday night at 6:15 is open to the public. And the Salem Area Community Betterment Association will hold their Gift of Time Awards Thursday night at the Ozark Natural Cultural Resource Center, with the doors opening at 6, and the awards program will begin at 6:30. Numerous groups and individuals will be recognized for the work to make Salem a better place to live. Those nominated in the Art and Culture category are Danielle Norris, the Trees and Trains Committee, made up of Melanie Wisdom, Wanda Sir, Teresa Whalen, Barbara Pratt, and Dalt Sanders, and David Massingale, as well as Barbara Pratt on her own. In the Education and Youth category, nominees include Kayla Sisko, Dottie Steelman, Christina Pierce, Sherry Lowe, and Carrie Border. Nominated for the category of Community Enhancement and Preservation are Stan Podorsky, the Bone Break Center of Nature and History, Chris Robbins, and Brett Capps. Nominations for the Gift of Time Award in the Outstanding Youth category are Chloe Baldwin and Liberty Ross. And finally, nominated in the Humanitarian category are Liz Grindell, Revival Tabernacle, the Dent County Toy Drive, Mike and Diane Godey, Todd Knurk, Jim Privet, Nancy Wisdom, Julie Strebe, and Leanne Price. David Spear will be the guest speaker, and the Gift of Time Awards event is free and open to all. 7:46, sports next in a moment.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
At FCS Financial, we believe that lending should be more. More about relationships, more about opportunities, more about communities. And as a cooperative, FCS Financial's member owners expect more. For over a century, we've been giving just that. We're more than an ag lender, more than a rural home lender, and more than a crop insurance provider. We're a team of ag experts committed to seeing rural communities and agriculture grow. While we do provide the loans and insurance you need, we also live in your communities, attend the same events, and want to see our neighbors succeed. We're family, here to help and stand strong through whatever comes. Visit FCSFinancial.com or call 800-444-3276 if you want more from your lender. An equal housing lender and equal opportunity provider.
Here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, it's now time for a look at some sports news brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Well, congratulations to Salem High School senior Emily Strange and junior Caden Moody for being chosen for the Misha and NFHS Sportsmanship Award for the 2023-2024 school year. That award is voted on by the Salem High School head coaches. Salem boys baseball Tigers scheduled to play the Owensville Dutchmen tonight at St. Clair in district play at 6. Owensville beat Cuba Saturday 17-3. If the game is played, it'll be broadcast on KSMO Radio AM 1340 and 95.7 FM, as well as audio streamed on KSMO Media, featuring KSMO Stream Facebook page, KSMORadio.com, our Twitch account, and KSMO YouTube. The game will be video streamed on Misha.tv if possible. Due to weather, we may not be able to stream that game. Admission to the game is $6 per person for those 6 years of age and above. Cardinals and Milwaukee battled yesterday. John Rooney and Ricky Horton have that report, gentlemen.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney, and the Cardinals had a happy flight to Anaheim after yesterday's 4-3 win. They beat the Brewers for the first time this season and ended a 7-game losing streak in the process.
If you're going to take a long flight, you might as well win a ball game, and that's what the Cardinals did yesterday. A team effort on Mother's Day. So many good things happened, but it was Miles Mikolas after a rough and very long first inning who settled in, picked up the victory. He ended up going 6 innings. Helsley got the save, and Paul Goldschmidt got his swing back a little bit. A home run and a base hit and an RBI besides that.
Well, Paul Goldschmidt had a good day, so did Michael Ciani as he extended a hitting streak, and Ciani drove in what proved to be the winning run.
And he is really playing good baseball, certainly playing on the defensive side, but his offense continues to shine as well.
As he had a 2-hit ball game. Matt Carpenter was on base a couple of times. Alec Burleson had a huge throw, cutting down a run at the plate, or it would have been a 4-0 lead in the first inning. Cardinals play in Anaheim tonight, and we're on the air at 7:40.
Here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Thank you, guys. And, of course, we'll have that game either at 7:40 or right after Salem Tiger Baseball right here on KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Kansas City won 3 of 4 games from the L.A. Angels of Anaheim, winning Sunday by a score of 4-2. Seth Lugo went 8 innings and struck out 12 for the Royals, who'll start a 3-game series in Seattle tonight. And that'll do it for a look at what's going on in the world of sports and news, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. It's now time for our daily investment report from the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones Brokerage, helping people with their investment needs. They can help you too. Contact them at 729-3831 or stop by 907 South Pershing. Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, and the daily investment report with our report this morning. The big man himself, Joe Brand. Joe?
Thank you. This is Joe Brand of Edward Jones bringing you the daily financial market report. Stocks finished a positive week on an up note. Equities closed higher Friday, closing out the third straight weekly gain. Global equities and commodities were more mixed, with oil finishing lower, gold higher on the day. The technology, financial sectors, and consumer staples, healthcare sectors all led the way, signaling an overall upbeat mood, with outperformance balanced across global, growth, and defensive sectors. It was a very light day for data, however, as the absence of major headlines or economic releases has allowed equity markets to continue to take cues from positive corporate earnings and expectations for eventual easing of Fed policy. The Dow closed higher by 125 points at 39,513. The Nasdaq closed down 5 points at 16,341. The S&P was up 9 at 5,223. Bonds closed, the 10-year Treasury closed 4 basis points higher at 4.5%. Crude oil was down 94 cents at $78.32, and gold was up $29 at $2,369.40. In stocks of local interest, Ameren 74.40 down 37 cents, AT&T 17.17 down a penny, Boeing 178.51 down $2.74, Dollar General 140.95 up 9 cents, ExxonMobil 117.96 down 48 cents, McDonald's 275 up $7.05. Microsoft 414.74 up $2.42, PepsiCo 179.79 up $1.73, Pfizer 28.01 down 17 cents, Procter & Gamble 166.85 up 81 cents, U.S. Bancorp 41.85 up 31 cents, Walmart 60.48 up 4 cents. This has been today's financial market report, brought to you by Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice. Right here in Salem at 907 South Pershing. If you'd like additional information, please stop by or call 729-3831.
Thank you, Joe, and don't forget to join us again for our next daily investment report coming your way right here on KSMO Radio. Should be this afternoon, right around 5:30, 5:35, or tomorrow morning, 7:40, 7:45, the daily investment report from the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC. And again, if you have questions or need more information, stop by 907 South Pershing or call 729-3831. 90 seconds away from weather. It's coming up next.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Need to schedule an appointment for an X-ray, MRI, CT, nuclear medicine, or an ultrasound? Call SMDH Centralized Scheduling at 573-453-5952. SMDH will schedule your tests while working around your personal schedule, help you pre-register for service, and help you navigate insurance requirements before your appointment. Schedule your radiology appointment today with Salem Memorial District Hospital by calling Centralized Scheduling 453-5952. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. You can find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
At the KSMO studios, it's now time for a look at what's going on in the world of weather on Operation Weather Watch. Complete summary of weather in the region and KSMO listening area. Being brought to you by your friends at Healthy Dent County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory, where again, don't forget that they are having a better hearing month out there at Healthy Dent County in the months of May and June. Healthy Dent County will be providing their community residents 18 and older with a complimentary hearing screening performed by Southwestern Hearing Center. So screenings are available to you free at the clinic location most convenient for you. Your screening will include an evaluation, your full hearing screening, and a copy of your audiogram results. If you want to find out how to get that hearing screening, just contact them at 729-8163 or stop by 1200 West Strata Road, Healthy Dent County, and the Salem Community Center at the Armory, where health education and the community, they all meet. Upper level low pressure continues to move our way, and showers developed in eastern Kansas and Oklahoma, and they started to move into Missouri about 2 hours ago. Now, the low-end chances for some scattered showers were developing way out ahead of the main front, with energy and moisture being forced up through Arkansas. The Storm Prediction Center has extended the marginal risk for severe weather from this system, but only up to 20%. And it is going to be up to and south of I-44 due to the potential for the instability. Now, not a lot of it out there, but there is a little deep layer shear of 30 to 40 knots. Though those parameters are not consistent or strong enough to pose a widespread severe threat, there could be incidental threats. Now, a few strong storms will be possible this evening as well, capable of hail up to an inch and wind gusts of 60 miles an hour, but that will be tonight. Now, the National Weather Service is expecting between all the storms through today and through tomorrow morning to be maybe an inch and a half of rain for the majority of the Ozarks, with localized pockets of 2 to 4 inches. Due to recent rains saturating soils, we may see ponding or rises in creeks, but widespread flooding not expected. High temps today in the low to middle 70s. Spotty showers will continue overnight on the backside of that low as it moves north. These will be gradually ending west to east by Tuesday morning with sunshine by the afternoon. Lows in the mid to high 50s. Can't promise sunshine everywhere Tuesday afternoon, but there could be some sun or at least no rain by the afternoon. Now, a short stretch of dry time Tuesday night through Wednesday night, but a trough is expected to arrive late Wednesday night that'll force precipitation through at least Friday morning. This activity does not look severe, but the scenarios have included another marginal risk for excessive rainfall Thursday night into Friday morning. Again, just a marginal risk, like about 10 to 20%. We did top out yesterday at 80 on Mama's Day. 53 was the low. Normal high 75. Normal low 55. Record high of 88. That was set back way back in 1956, 1974, and in 2018. The record low of 36 was in 1971. No rain yesterday for the month, 5 7/8 inches. Normal for the month should be at 2 1/3 right now. 23 inches are total for the year. 15 1/2 would be normal. 5:57 the time of sunrise this morning, and 8:07 the time of sunset. The extended forecast for Friday through Sunday, calling for a little bit of rain Friday morning, but sunny by the afternoon, and a high of 77. Partly cloudy come Friday night, and a low of 55 for graduation. Then on Saturday, sunny through most of the day with a chance of showers by the afternoon, and a high of 82. Rain possible Saturday night under partly cloudy skies, a low of 59. And again, a chance of some showers early Sunday morning, then sunny, and a high of 82 degrees. That local forecast and our current conditions are next in a moment.
The Healthy Dent County Fitness Center is proud to announce that they are now offering free memberships to those who have the Silver Sneakers program, which is a benefit available through many Medicare plans. Silver Sneakers is the nation's leading community fitness program designed exclusively for older adults. Getting started is as easy as calling the Healthy Dent County Fitness Center at 739-1127 to see if you qualify, or stop by and sign up at the Fitness Center office, take a tour of the facility, and start working out at no cost. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, partnering together for your well-being. Stop by 1200 West Trollo Road or call 739-1127 to get all the details. Healthy Dent County and the Silver Sneakers program, together for your benefit.
At the KSMO studios, our local forecast calling for some showers and then possibly a little bit of heavier rain a little bit later on in the afternoon. So looking for the rains to probably get started late 11 o'clock hour, but it should not be intense at that time. But we could see some heavier rain by 1, 2 o'clock into the afternoon, and that will all continue to move to the northwest. So heavier shower activity probably mid-afternoon. Earlier, we'll have just some showers and some intermittent light rain. So that will continue, and then we'll do it again tonight. So 100% chance of getting some rain today. Winds will be out of south at anywhere from 6 to 15 and gusts to 20. And then our chance of rain, as I mentioned, 100%. Then tonight, 70% chance of more showers and thunder showers. We could have a low of 56 degrees with southerly winds still at 5 to 10. Then Tuesday, a chance of more showers and thunder showers redeveloping. That will be for a short period of time in the morning up till about noonish or so. And we'll have a 90% chance of getting rain at that time. High of 70. With a west wind, it'll move to the northwest during the morning, and then eventually by the afternoon move to the north. By Tuesday night, cloudy and a low of 53 with north winds 10 to 15. Sunshine Wednesday, though, and a high of 76 with a north breeze 5 to 10. Partly cloudy Wednesday night, low 55. And Thursday, we're going to have clouds and a chance of showers developing in the afternoon, and that chance of rain, 70%. That will last into Thursday night as well. Currently here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, we have a temperature reading here at KSMO, 63 degrees. We have cloudy skies. We have no rain at the moment. We probably won't see any for at least 3 hours, I would think. System's just not close, but if we do get anything in between that, it should be a sprinkle. We do at the moment have 6-mile-an-hour winds. They're still coming out of the south, the southeast. 86% is the relative humidity, and the pressure is, they say, climbing now, 29.81 inches. It was just falling at 29.82 here not 2 hours ago. Now it's rising again. And again, we have cloudy skies here at KSMO, your hometown radio station. It's a gray-looking morning. And that look at weather on Operation Weather Watch, brought to you as a courtesy of Healthy Dent County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory. Welcome all of you to stop on by and utilize their services. Now, through the month of May at the Healthy Dent County Fitness Center, all fitness center classes are free to attend. All fitness center classes are free to attend. So if you're thinking of joining and you're not quite sure if you'd like those fitness classes, stop on by and check one out. From sweet and low all the way to jump and jive, interval training, kickboxing, yoga. They've got spin classes, tighten and tone, gentle yoga, all kinds of different classes. You can check them out for free this month. But again, we're halfway through the month, so don't hesitate. Check it out for yourself. Healthy Dent County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory. 739-1127. Or drop by 1200 West Trotter Road, talk with Penny, and she can give you all the details. Healthy Dent County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory, where health, education, and the community, they all meet. At KSMO Radio, it's 8:04. Top of the hour time, brought to you as a courtesy of Doug Wisdom and Wisdom Financial Services, 729-7508. Give them a call. Set up a time to sit down, discuss your needs, maybe some changes, maybe your portfolio review, whatever it might take. Get in touch with Doug. 729-7508. Doug Wisdom and Wisdom Financial Services. Coming your way next here, KSMO Radio. We have Civic Happenings. That's up right after this.
Feral hogs are an invasive species, spreading disease and causing major damage to land, crops, and wildlife. They don't belong in Missouri. When shot at, feral hogs spread to other areas. They also reproduce rapidly. Free trapping assistance is available to landowners from Missouri's Feral Hog Elimination Partnership. Trapping is the most effective way to protect your land and your investment. Learn more at mdc.mo.gov/feral hogs.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
It's Clean Car Month at K&H Auto Supply. You'll find Stoner Invisible Glass Cleaner, 2 for $11. Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions for $15.99. And Rain-X Interior Glass Anti-Fog for $6.99. Stop by today at K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store here in Salem.
Parts City, yeah, Parts City, Parts City.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. You only pay if you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
At KSMO, it's time for a look at our civic record. It is a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. The civic record being brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO and your friends at Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South. Well, right now, they have a Flex Steel furniture sale going on right now. You do not want to pass up. Savings galore. You do not want to miss out. Stop on by, visit, browse around the store, check it out, and ask about the Flex Steel sale going on right now at Southtown Furniture, but only through May 25th. The time is of the essence. Southtown Furniture in Salem, truly where the bargains are. Highway 19 South at 1601 South Highway 19, 729-3422, or go online to SouthtownFurnitureSalem.com. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are. Kathy Mae Simpson of Salem passed away on Friday, May 3rd, at the age of 72. Funeral services for Kathy Mae Simpson will be held at 11 this morning at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Burial will be in the Czar Tower Cemetery. Kathy Mae Simpson, survived by her sons Terry Reeves and Brian Reeves, a sister Rose Reeves of Daytona Beach, Florida, brother Noel Reeves of Boss, a sister-in-law, Willa Reeves of Boss, and a brother-in-law, Roger Leibel, plus several nieces, nephews, and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Kathy Mae Simpson, whose funeral services will be at 11 this morning at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Nova Darrell Smith of Viburnum passed away Thursday, May 9th, at the age of 94. Funeral services for Nova Darrell Smith will be held at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning at the Locust Grove United Baptist Church. Visitation will be from 5 until 7 this evening at the Wilson Mortuary Viburnum Chapel, with a Masonic service beginning at 6 o'clock. Burial will be in the Meyer Cemetery with full military honors. Nova Darrell Smith is survived by a daughter, Pam Smith of Oates, Missouri, a son-in-law, Charles Osterberg of Julietta, Idaho, stepchildren, Janet Medlock and husband Dudley of Plano, Texas, Robert Stephen Ogle and wife Mary of Clever, Missouri, Tina Clements and husband Barry of Viburnum, and Ray Barton and husband Nick of Viburnum, plus 2 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren, 2 step-grandchildren, as well as a host of step-great-grandchildren, nieces, nephews, and friends. Memorials may be made to the Locust Grove United Baptist Church. Envelopes are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Viburnum for Nova Darrell Smith, whose funeral services will be Tuesday morning at 11 at the Locust Grove United Baptist Church. Trudy Ann Hale of Salem passed away on Sunday, May 12th, at the age of 80. Funeral services for Trudy Ann Hale will be at 11 Thursday morning at the Salem First Baptist Church. Visitation will be held from 10 until service time at the church. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Trudy Ann Hale, survived by her husband Carl Hale of Salem, daughter Dana Jones and husband Tim of Olathe, Kansas, a granddaughter, a great-granddaughter, and extended family and friends. Memorial contributions may be made to the Salem Baptist Church Kids Choir. Envelopes are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Trudy Ann Hale, whose funeral services will be at 11 Thursday morning at the Salem First Baptist Church. Joan Deanna Stoner of Salem passed away on Saturday, May 11th in Rolla at the age of 83. Funeral services for Joan Deanna Stoner will be at 1 Wednesday afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation will be from 11 until service time Wednesday at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. A private family burial will follow in the Maple Grove Cemetery. Joan Deanna Stoner, survived by daughters Bess Dotson of Salem, Sandy Stoner and friend Tim of Salem, and Judy Conway and husband Steve of Salem, 2 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren, a sister-in-law Jean Stoner, and a special friend Goldie Box, as well as special nieces, nephews, family, and friends. Memorials may be made to the Dent County Animal Welfare Society. Envelopes are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Joan Deanna Stoner, whose funeral services will be Wednesday afternoon at 1 at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. More of our Civic Record next when we do come right back in just a moment.
Southtown Furniture in Salem now has FlexSteel sofas and recliners on sale right now until Saturday, May 25th. FlexSteel offers quality furniture built to last with more than 110 years of craftsmanship and exceptional care. Their attention to detail goes into every piece of furniture they make. Don't miss this FlexSteel sofa and recliner sales event. It's going on now at Southtown Furniture, where they've been serving the smart shopper since 1922 in Salem on Highway 19 South. It's truly where the bargains are.
We're continuing with the Civic Record right here on KSMO Radio on your Monday morning. And we do want to tell you that going on tonight over at the Creative Arts Center, Daniel Norris will have a Mommy and Me This or That Kids Paint Party. You have a chance to take advantage of that, but you do need to get that done today. Again, that paint party will be at the Creative Arts Center, and that activity is perfect for grandmothers and grandkids as well. To sign up, just go on to the SACPA website at Creative Arts Center. It's on a first-come, first-served basis. And to find out more, again, you can always check that out online at the Salem Area Community Betterment Association's website. We can step up to the plate, give blood, and get 2 Springfield Cardinals game tickets when you give blood tomorrow at the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall. They'll be there for the Salem Community Blood Drive will be from noon until 6, provided by the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks. Yep, if you'd like to have an opportunity to get a 3/4 sleeve Springfield Cardinals baseball t-shirt and 2 free tickets, make sure that you give blood tomorrow. Set up a time to do so. You can call them 417-227-5006, or you can go online and make your appointment, cbco.org/baseball. And then again, if you're a successful participant in donating blood, those tickets and the t-shirt will be yours while supplies last. Again, that'll be at the Salem Community Blood Drive. It'll be at the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall tomorrow, noon to 6, from the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks. Again, it's always better to make an appointment if you can. It will avoid wait times. That number again, 417-227-5006, or go online to cbco.org/baseball. Salem R80 Music Department presents a spring band concert at the high school gym Tuesday at 6. The concert will feature the 6th grade band, the 7th grade band, the 8th grade band, the high school second chance band, and the high school concert band. Everybody's welcome to attend Salem R80 Music Department's spring band concert at the high school gym Tuesday at 6. Salem Community Garden will be hosting a workshop on a presentation on the right place for the right plant this Thursday evening at the Salem Community Garden. There's no cost to attend, and you do not have to have a plot at the community garden to attend. For more information, call Charlie Grimm, 573-368-9902, or the Dent County Extension, 573-729-3196. The Salem Community Gardens Workshop on the right place for the right plant, Thursday night at the Salem Community Garden. Everybody's invited out this Friday to the Salem Eagles Club. We'll be having karaoke by Stevie's Small Town Karaoke DJ. That'll be from 7 to 11, and it's open to the public. Come on out and have a good time this Friday night at the Eagles Club with karaoke with Stevie's Small Town Karaoke DJ from 7 to 11. The Salem Eagles Club is out west on Highway 32, just north of the highway past the airport. You are welcome to come on out and be a part of it this Friday night. And at the Salem Nutrition Center today, they'll be serving up baked ham on roll, hash brown, casserole, peas and onions, and 2% milk. The Salem Nutrition site's located inside the Salem Senior Center. Lunch is served from 11 to 12:30, and their soup and salad bar actually begins at 10:30. Everybody, all ages, anyone is welcome to come and eat at the Salem Nutrition site. If you're 60 and above, the suggested contribution is $5. If you're under the age of 60, it's $7. Check it out, and if you have any questions, call 729-2373. Again, at Salem Nutrition Center's menu for today: baked ham, roll, hash brown, casserole, peas and onions, and milk. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. That does conclude the Civic Record, a program of church and civic news, and a mention of persons recently deceased, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, your friends at Southtown. Southtown Furniture, Highway 19 South in Salem, where again they remind you that Flex Steel Sofa Sale and Love Seat Sale is only good through the 25th of May. Stop on by and save big dollars on your furniture purchase today. or tomorrow or the next day, but don't wait. Time is of the essence. Southtown Furniture in Salem, truly where the bargains are. At KSMO 18 after the hour of 8 o'clock, it's a pleasant morning. We have 63 degrees, almost 64 now. And here KSMO, no rain in the area right now, really none for the next couple of hours at least. And we might, though I won't rule out, you can't have one of those little sprinkles come up because, you know, you got the clouds out there. Could just be enough instability that would trigger a little sprinkle, a two or dropper here or there. But the heavier rain, probably not going to be here till the afternoon. So if you have things to do yet this morning, probably going to be fairly safe in getting them done without interruption of a thunder shower or anything of that nature, okay? So go ahead and move on and get your day going in the right direction. All righty, hopefully we can help do that. We've got some statewide news on Missouri Net coming up next. We also have for you the Salem Nutrition Center's menu, AP news, sports news, and so much more right here on KSMO Radio. Stay with us.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
For decades, Bayer has worked with farmers across America to help them meet the demand for abundant, affordable food. One way is through glyphosate, sold as Roundup and made by us. Not only do we stand behind the product's safety, so do all the leading safety and regulatory bodies around the world. But the litigation industry fights to prevent rigorous safety analysis from being shown in court. Instead, they rely on junk science to mislead juries. Why should anyone care? Because the impact of the courtroom will be felt at every dinner table in America. Without Roundup, farm yields will go down, farmers' costs will go up, and food prices will rise even more. Farming has never been easy. If farmers lose a critical tool, they will face even harder choices: grow less food or rely on foreign supplies of the product. What's at stake isn't a product or a company. It's fundamental American values and interests. Learn more at go.bayer.com/open letter. Paid for by Bayer.
Country Mart in Salem is the one place to go to get everything you need. Where you'll find a greenhouse, deli, and gluten-free, organic, and diabetic products. Fresh fruit and vegetables as well. Country Mart also has a deli and a bakery, plus they have propane tanks for your barbecue, and everything you need can be found under one roof at Country Mart in Salem. Stop by today at Country Mart in Salem.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. St. Louis-based Ascension, which operates hospitals in 19 states, has suffered a major cyber attack. The attack has shut down computer systems, diverted ambulances, cut off access to online medical records, and forced some people to postpone medical tests and procedures. Ascension hospitals have also shut down their computer systems as a precaution. A cybersecurity company is working to investigate and contain the breach. A proposal that's expected to die in the final week of the Missouri legislative session is one that's designed to prevent residents from being taxed out of their homes. Green Valley State Rep. Jeff Coleman's proposed ballot measure would not allow new property assessments or reassessments to exceed a change in the Consumer Price Index or 2%, whichever is less.
That's typically around the area that our seniors' Social Security gets a bump up every year. So I was trying to keep it in line with raises for Social Security.
Coleman blames the House Speaker and Senate President Pro Tem, both Republicans, for not prioritizing his resolution, but Coleman is optimistic that the next Speaker will help him get the proposal on the right track. Democrats are bracing for a fight over attempts to change the initiative petition process. The proposal would require a simple majority plus a majority of votes cast from most of Missouri's U.S. House seats. Senate Minority Leader John Rizzo argues that the simple required majority has resulted in a lot of positive changes that would not have happened if the process was made harder.
You don't get Medicaid expansion. You don't get minimum wage increases. All of these things that the people want, you don't get. Medical, cannabis, recreational cannabis, all of these things. Even you can even make an argument for workers' rights when it comes to right to work, even though that was a different process. But at some point, if people want to put workers' rights into the Constitution because they've continued to get attacked down here, why should they not have the option to make their case?
Republicans argue that it should be harder to change the state constitution, while Rizzo contends they could be enshrining abortion rights into law under the current initiative petition that goes before voters later this year. This is Missouri Net.
Sports is about overcoming obstacles. This is Ernie Johnson Jr., and those are the stories I love to tell in the broadcast booth. But the courage of college athletes is more than matched by another group of young men, the boys fighting Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's the most prolific genetic killer diagnosed in childhood, and there's no cure. But college football coaches are doing something about it, and you can help. It's called Coach to Cure MD. Text the word CURE to 501-501 to donate $25 on your next mobile phone bill, or go online at CoachToCureMD.org. Text the word CURE to 501-501 today. Help college football coaches cure MD. You'll be proud you did.
Sponsored by the American Football Coaches Association. Texting and data rates may apply.
For the first 4 months of this year, St. Louis's violent crime rate is down across all but one category, murder. There have been 53 murders through the first 4 months of this year compared to 48 last year. A judge has ruled on a lawsuit that pits Republicans against Republicans on the August primary ballot. Anthony Morbith reports.
According to News Nation in Joplin, the Vernon County Republican Committee sued the county clerk, Adrienne Lee, to prevent her from allowing certain candidates from appearing on the ballot as Republicans. The judge ruled that the 8 candidates cannot be listed as Republicans. Lee had a statutory duty to get a receipt from the Republican Committee before placing them on the ballot. Because the committee had refused to accept the fees, Lee is barred from listing them as Republicans in the upcoming primaries. The 8 candidates were rejected either because of their refusal to be part of the vetting process or that they were not deemed, quote, Republican enough.
And legendary country group Alabama has joined this year's lineup at the Missouri State Fair. This is Missouri Net.
This is family nurse practitioner Terry Bruno from SMDH Family Medicine. If your family is in need of a medical provider, I'm accepting new patients of all ages. Our clinic is located at Physician's Office Building number 3 on the SMDH campus. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. Please call 729-8000 to set up an appointment. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Be wise to guy wires. Observe the 10-foot rule to stay clear of guy wires and overhead power lines. If a guy wire is disrupted or broken, do not try to fix it yourself. Instead, call the professionals at Intercounty Electric at 866-621-3679. Guy wires on power poles provide grounding as well as support, so any damage to a guy wire can cause an electric current disruption, creating a very dangerous situation. This message is brought to you by Intercounty Electric Cooperative Association, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Let's see what's cooking at the Salem Nutrition Center's menu for today, Monday, May 13th. They will be serving up today for lunch from 11 to 12:30, baked ham, roll, hash brown casserole, peas and onions, and milk. The Salem Nutrition site's located inside the Salem Senior Center at 604 North McGrath Lane. Don't forget, everybody, all ages are welcome to attend. Suggested contribution, if you're 60 and above, $5. If you're under the age of 60, the meal costs $7. They do have a soup and salad bar that is served at 10:30, with lunch beginning at 11, going to 12:30. Get that lunch today at the Salem Nutrition site. Baked ham, roll, hash brown casserole, peas and onions, and milk. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. Every weekday we bring you that Salem Nutrition Center's menu as a courtesy of KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. We got AP News on the way. We also have some statewide sports news coming up. Don't forget Salem Tiger Baseball scheduled for 6 tonight from St. Clair. right here. KSMO Radio, AM 1340, FM 95.7. We'll also audio stream that on our KSMO media channels, but the only way to video stream that would be Misha.tv, and that is also a little bit weather permitting, so kind of keep that in mind as well. All righty, that's all coming up, hopefully, tonight, right here on KSMO, and then Cards Baseball tonight following Salem Tiger Baseball here from L.A., and actually from Anaheim, with the L.A. Angels of Anaheim, and that'll be starting at 7:40 if there's no Salem game tonight. If there is a game, we'll join that St. Louis Cardinal game in progress after the Salem contest. All right, keep it here, KSMO Radio.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. You only pay if you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
At K&H Auto Supply, you'll find these great deals. Save $25 on all custom hitches. Lucas Fuel Treatment, 2 for $9. And Mobil 1 Full Synthetic Oil, $35.95 for 5 quarts. Come on by today at K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store right here in Salem.
Parts City, yeah, Parts City, Parts City.
Your station for Salem High School sports, KSMO, Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. Today's the day.
Donald Trump's fixer turned foe, Michael Cohen, expected to offer jurors in his hush money case an insider's view of the dealings at the heart of the prosecution's case. Back in 2016, when Cohen was Trump's lawyer, he paid Stormy Daniels $130,000 to stay quiet about an alleged sexual encounter, which the former president paid back to Cohen, considered hush money by prosecutors. The former president repeatedly denying it all, and on Friday after court...
He was a lawyer, not a fixer, he was a lawyer.
Julie Walker, New York.
And in another closely watched trial, jury selection begins today in the trial of Senator Bob Menendez, a Democrat charged with accepting bribes. The U.S. thinks Israel should get out of Gaza. Those are the words of Secretary of State Anthony Blinken.
It remains our view that the fastest way to get to a ceasefire, the fastest way to get hostages home, is through an agreement, and we're determined every single day to pursue that and to try to get it to happen.
Secretary of State Anthony Blinken. He was on NBC's Meet the Press. In South Africa, a week after an apartment building under construction collapsed, 24 workers are known dead. 28 others are still missing. And over the weekend, they found one worker still alive after 6 days without food and water. Rescue teams are still searching for any survivors. Zhang Zhan was supposed to be released from prison in China today. She is the Chinese citizen journalist who served 4 years in prison for reporting on the early days of the COVID pandemic in Wuhan. But activists don't know where she is now, and they're concerned. A curator at the American Museum of Natural History in Turkey is being detained there, accused of trying to smuggle spider and scorpion samples out of the country. This is AP News. Is inflation squeezing you?
The government will release April's inflation report this Wednesday. Economists are forecasting it will show inflation has declined 0.1% from March to about 3.4%. Inflation has been inching up since January after declining sharply last year, raising concerns about stalled progress. Analysts say part of the issue may be that Americans are spending less than 10% of their after-tax income servicing debt. Millions of Americans refinanced when rates were low and therefore feel little impact from Fed rate hikes. Economist Gennady Goldberg with TD Securities says the average rate for a new 30-year mortgage is nearly 7.1%, but the average rate on all outstanding mortgages is just 3.8%, the highest gap since the 1980s. Neil Kashkari, president of the Federal Reserve's Minneapolis branch, says the most likely scenario is that rates stay put for an extended period of time. Jennifer King, Washington.
And I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Missouri Net Sports is brought to you by Missouri Operation Lifesaver, reminding you that rails and recreation don't mix. See tracks? Think train.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Royals took 3 out of 4 from the LA Angels, a 4-2 win on Sunday, and Seth Lugo struck out a career-high 12 hitters, going 8 innings. Manager Matt Quattrero.
To strike out 12 and only throw 110 or 112 pitches or whatever, that's really remarkable. And just the confidence that you have when he's out there. I mean, he just comes out and feels like he's in total control all the time.
Lugo improves to 6-1. His ERA is 1.66. The Royals 25-17, a half game out of first. They're in Seattle tonight. The Cardinals salvaged one of their 4 games in Milwaukee, winning 4-3 on Sunday. They were down 3-0 in the first and then battled back. Ollie Marmol got ejected, and that sparked the offense.
No, Alan Porter and Sean Barber are good umpires. That had more to do with getting something going. Those guys do a nice job. Their job is tough. But at times you just got a little skid, get something going. But no, I've got nothing against that group. I'm glad the boys pulled it together and won. Yeah.
The Cardinals 16-24, 8 games out of first. They face the struggling Angels tonight. That was the Mizzou softball team's reaction after learning that they're hosting regionals and being in the top 8. They're ranked 7th, which means they will host a super regional if they get past Omaha, Indiana, and Washington this weekend. The Tigers made it to the finals of the SEC tournament before losing to Florida, the 17th consecutive NCAA tournament for Mizzou. And the KSMO Redhawks won the Ohio Valley tournament, automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. They'll open up against 12-seed Arkansas. KSMO makes its 3rd NCAA tournament appearance and the first since 2019. The Redhawks also made the event back in 1999. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri. Missouri Farm Bureau offers depredation permits.
Our permit is only eligible for livestock producers. We will ask if they haven't lost any livestock, if they've experienced harassment from the black-headed vulture. We also ask estimated number of black-headed vultures they've seen within 5 miles of their property. As soon as the application is turned in to us at Missouri Farm Bureau, we work really hard to try to get an approval letter. As soon as the producer receives permit approval from us, which would be in the form of a letter, the producer is approved to shoot. Employees of an operation, spouse, kids, sons and daughters are eligible to be on the permit as well, and they're eligible to shoot. Permit is limited to just 5 takes per operation, but I would ask that, if a producer is interested, we'll get you an application as quickly as possible.
To find out more, go to agriculture.mo.gov.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. You only pay if you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
At Case IH, we know you work hard all year to maximize your yield at harvest. And to do that, you need a combine that works as hard as you do. That's why we built the new AF11 with more horsepower, more efficiency, and more capacity than any other combine out there. Plus, built-in automation to harvest more easily than ever before. To do more with every engine hour, you need equipment that's as good as you are. You need the best in your field. Visit your local Case IH dealer for more on the AF11.
Let's take a look at that weather, brought to you by your friends at Titan Paving and Drainage right here in Salem. Talk with Don Mutz today, where water standing in your basement every time it rains is not what you really want to encounter or call a swimming pool. It doesn't have to be that way. Contact Titan Paving and Drainage. They got solutions how to get rid of that problem or how to address it. Don Mutz at 453-6379 or 453-6462. Call him today. At the KSMO studios, we do expect to see some rain today. Showers, thunder showers are going to be very possible later on in the afternoon. First off, we could probably start with a little bit of light rain that could be coming through the area, but it will not quite be here until a little bit later on this afternoon. Then we'll have a couple of lines of showers and possibly some thunder showers that could be making its way through the area, heading from the southwest to the northeast, and then we'll have it circle back around. So once we have the first system, and we're not done for the day, because we're kind of pinwheeling right around the front, that is going to be isolated kind of right over Kansas City. So it's going to spin around, go through St. Louis, spin all the way back around, and we'll get it again. It'll come right back into Oklahoma and Arkansas, and then pirouette back towards our area. So a lot of different rain will be out there that we could possibly get. That's why it's going to last into Tuesday morning. So virtually 100% chance of rain today, 70% chance of showers, possibly a thunder shower tonight. Cloudy skies this whole time, and a low of 56 after a high today of near 70. And then tomorrow will be near 70 again for a high before the rain comes to an end by the afternoon. And then cloudy skies Tuesday night, low of 53. Winds today out of the south will move to the north-northwest by tomorrow, and then to the north by Wednesday. On Thursday, we have a chance of getting afternoon showers again after after about 38 hours or so of dryness. Sunshine on Wednesday and a high of 76, and then partly cloudy Wednesday night, but then no rain Thursday morning, but by Thursday afternoon, we could see some isolated showers and possibly a thunder shower and a high of 73 that will continue into Thursday night. Currently here at the KSMO studios right now, your hometown radio station. Our temperature reading 63 degrees. We have cloudy skies at KSMO Radio, and that look at weather brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio. Again, we haven't seen any rain. Looks like we're probably not going to see really any big rain until mid-afternoon or so. So if we get it the way that they're talking about it right now. So that's the way it looks. And again, this is all projected right now. But the way how fast it's moving and the direction it's moving and the amount of moisture in the air, that's the way it looks as of right now. Now look at weather brought to you by Titan Paving and Drainage here in Salem.
Do you have drainage issues at your home or business? Ignoring them only makes the problem worse. Give Titan Paving and Drainage a call and let Don Mutz come on out and assess the best way to alleviate the problem. Pooled water in the long term can damage asphalt and concrete, while standing water around your home can lead to soil erosion, as well as unstable or structural damage to a foundation, porch, or patio. Call Titan today to find the right drainage solution for your property at 453-6462 or 453-6379.
Now time for a little agribusiness news. The Missouri Report from the Brownfield Farm Market Network on KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station.
USDA has announced federal aid will be available to help dairy farmers impacted by H5N1 influenza A. I'm Kara Hart with Ag News on Brownfield. In a call with reporters on Friday, Ag Secretary Tom Vilsack said funds will support efforts to protect against the potential spread of the virus between animals and humans.
Up to $2,000 per affected premises per month for producers who supply PPE to employees and or who provide outwear uniform laundering for producers of affected herds, who facilitate the participation of workers on the farm in a USDA CDC workplace and farm workers study.
The Centers for Disease Control recently asked state health departments to work with state ag departments to coordinate and help facilitate distribution of personal protective equipment. CDC Principal Deputy Director Nirav Shah said states should prioritize farms where animals have had confirmed cases. And he said,
our ask to state health departments was that they specifically work with farm worker advocacy and health organizations.
Vilsack said funds will also be made available to support biosecurity planning and implementation based on existing secure milk supply plans. USDA will also provide a safe option to dispose of milk. The director of the Gardner Ag Policy Program at the University of Illinois says he's slightly more optimistic about Congress passing a new farm bill. Jonathan Kompas tells Brownfield,
getting that starting point can be a driver of momentum, and that's important. But look, my optimism is minimal, and there's a lot of clouds on the horizon. Because this SNAP issue, the reference price issue, the scoring challenges, there's a lot there to still be worked out.
He says both the House and Senate frameworks seem to agree on conservation funding, but he says another fight over food assistance programs is looming. The House Ag Committee released a more detailed look at a farm bill proposal on Friday, and the committee says they plan to vote on a farm bill May 23rd. No vote announcement has been made for the Senate Ag Committee. The current farm bill extension expires at the end of September. USDA made modest revisions to its South American corn and soybean production estimates in Friday's USDA report. For corn, USDA cut Argentina's estimate 2 million tons to 53 million because of leafhopper and disease damage, and they lowered Brazil's combined crop 2 million tons to 122 million, partially due to hot, dry weather in central and northern growing areas. USDA left Argentina's soybean guess unchanged from April at 50 million tons and reduced Brazil's 1 million tons to 154 million. Missouri Governor Mike Parson will participate in a trade mission this week in Italy promoting Missouri trade and products. Parson says Missouri is a top trading partner with Italy and exported $169 million in goods to Italy last year. I'm Kara Hart for Brownfield.
For decades, Bayer has worked with farmers across America to help them meet the demand for abundant, affordable food. One way is through glyphosate, sold as Roundup and made by us. Not only do we stand behind the product's safety, so do all the leading safety and regulatory bodies around the world. But the litigation industry fights to prevent rigorous safety analysis from being shown in court. Instead, they rely on junk science to mislead juries. Why should anyone care? Because the impact of the courtroom will be felt at every dinner table in America. Without Roundup, farm yields will go down, farmers' costs will go up, and food prices will rise even more. Farming has never been easy. If farmers lose a critical tool, they will face even harder choices: grow less food or rely on foreign supplies of the product. What's at stake isn't a product or a company. It's fundamental American values and interests. Learn more at go.bayer.com/open letter. Paid for by Bayer.
Did you know that Salem Memorial District Hospital Rehab Department is growing and adding services? Hi, I'm Gina Daniels, the Director of Rehab at Salem Memorial Hospital. We have certified therapists that specialize in wound care and lymphedema management. Discuss your rehab needs with your physician and come see us. Let our friendly and caring staff help you get your life back. Call 573-729-6626 to schedule an appointment. We are committed to every patient, every encounter, every time.
So you just used bug spray in your home. Now what? Well, between the waiting for things to dry up and keeping your family away from the mess, it hits you. You could have used Zevo. Unlike other bug sprays that stick around, Zevo goes from kill to clean in seconds. Plus, it's safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
At Case IH, we know you work hard all year to maximize your yield at harvest. And to do that, you need a combine that works as hard as you do. That's why we built the new AF11 with more horsepower, more efficiency, and more capacity than any other combine out there. Plus, built-in automation to harvest more easily than ever before. To do more with every engine hour, you need equipment that's as good as you are. You need the best in your field. Visit your local Case IH dealer for more on the AF11.
I lock up my Old Spice Fiji aluminum-free dry spray to keep that 24/7 lasting freshness safe for myself. Fresh coconuts, palm trees in the wind. It's like catching waves in Fiji. Actually, I just talked myself into a refreshing spritz of Fiji. My Old Spice is missing! No!
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri. Missouri Department of Agriculture Director Chris Chin.
We are encouraging producers to keep your cattle up close where